From all of us here at CBS3, happy holidays. Tonight, calls to let the curtains open. A billion-dollar industry is shedding light on what has been a dark time thanks to the pandemic. Plus, after going against the COVID orders of the governor, 2 Minnesota bars are facing some hefty fines. And reconnecting during the holidays. That's what some teachers are doing in hopes of bringing joy to their students.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke. Thanks for joining us. An intensive care nurse was the first person at St. Luke's Hospital to receive the COVID-19 vaccine today. Samantha Motor said it felt just like a tiny pinch and was similar to getting the flu shot. As an ICU nurse, Motor has a high risk of exposure. She says it's been a trying few months with the pandemic, but the vaccine offers new hope.
I'm going to be safer, I don't have to worry so much, and then just moving on. We need to move forward, and this is just is a momentous occasion. I feel like it got here, and we're just you can see the light at the end of the tunnel with this.
Essentia Health administered its first vaccine on Thursday. New tonight at 6, an Iron Range Hospital has named its new interim CEO. Jean McDonnell will take on the role as interim president and CEO at Fairview Hospital in Hibbing. In addition, she will remain in the same position at the Grand Itasca Hospital in Grand Rapids. McDonnell has 22 years of experience in healthcare. She will assume the dual leadership position on January 4th. The change in leadership comes after Fairview's former president and CEO Patrick Sharp stepped down last month. Live events used to be a $12 billion industry in Minnesota. That was before COVID-19 hit and drastically cut business. Susan Elizabeth Littlefield reports on how several industry professionals are bringing attention to their troubles.
From weddings to theater to large-scale fundraisers, live events were a main event in Minnesota's economy until the pandemic paused production.
Since the beginning of this, 90% of events have rescheduled or canceled. So it's been basically everything across the board for everyone.
Jessica Barrett started her new venue booking company, and then
my income, it's probably a quarter of what I was anticipating for this year. It's really taken a nosedive.
Mintaho Catering and Events, who runs Nicollet Island, has taken a major hit, too.
We've furloughed about 75% of our staff. We lost 75% of our business or more as well. So we've postponed, at this point, over 400 events since COVID started.
So to get their point across, they did what they do best and decided to throw an event. An event with no attendees to raise awareness for the people who are out of work.
We feel lost right now. We're hearing a lot about hospitality, restaurants, hotels, but nobody is talking about our industry.
From makeup artists to lighting techs and all the jobs in between, at ARIA Event Center, each placeholder represents the many professions that have been displaced. And the centerpieces are the startling facts. It's a silent scream for help.
We need the congressional leaders, our elected officials, to provide relief for us, to help us get that bridge so that we're still here on the other side of this crisis.
As we near the end of the year, many New Year's Eve events are being canceled, striking another blow to a struggling industry. 2 Minnesota bars are facing lawsuits from the state attorney general's office. The Alibi Drinkery in Lakeville and Neighbors on the Rum in Princeton may lose their liquor licenses for 60 days and be fined up to $25,000. The businesses continue to serve customers indoors in defiance of Governor Tim Walz's executive order banning indoor service at bars and restaurants. The temporary order is meant to help slow the spread of COVID-19. Michigan's governor is lifting some COVID-19 restrictions in the state. Governor Gretchen Whitmer's administration says in-person learning at high schools, universities, and colleges can resume. They also said entertainment venues such as movie theaters can reopen with capacity restrictions. This comes as the state is seeing a decline in coronavirus cases. However, indoor restaurant dining will not be allowed under the new state health department order. Same with indoor sports and outdoor contact sports. The new order will take effect Monday and last through January 15th. We're just learning the House has passed a 2-day stopgap spending bill to avert a partial government shutdown this weekend. It's part of an effort by lawmakers to buy additional time for frustratingly slow endgame negotiations on an almost $1 trillion COVID-19 economic relief package. But Senate action is not guaranteed as a midnight deadline looms. A GOP senator in Wisconsin wants to pass a bill changing the way election ballots are counted. The incoming Republican Majority Leader wants to pass the bill early in 2021. The bill would change state law to allowing absentee ballots to be counted before Election Day. The legislature is looking at making election-related changes in the wake of President Donald Trump's unfounded claims of widespread fraud in the presidential election. Those claims were rejected by state and federal courts. Peter joins us now for our first look at the weather. Some people's wishes came true, and we saw some snow today.
Yeah, you know, it wasn't really enough to accumulate all that much because the temperatures were rather warm. Temperatures climbed into the upper 30s for most of us, low to mid 30s elsewhere. 36 for us here down by Lake 33 on top of the hill, 30 in Big Fork, 30 in International Falls, 31 in Baudette, as well as 31 in Bemidji. Down in Wisconsin, they were sitting in the mid 30s down there, 34 in Solon Springs, 34 in Hayward, and 36 in Siren for today's highs. That snow is just beginning to wrap up here for most of us here in Minnesota. Elsewhere, south shore of Wisconsin, as well as the UP of Michigan, they're still dealing with some leftover snow showers, but those will all begin to clear our region as we head through to, say, the next hour or two. We're still dealing with some road issues, though, especially to the west of the Twin Ports. You might be dealing with partially covered road or maybe some completely snow-covered roads out there, so definitely going to want to take it slow if you have any plans to take you out and about this Friday night. Forecast for tonight, temperatures fall back into the single digits for us here in Minnesota. Elsewhere in Wisconsin as well as the UP, they're sitting in the 20s tonight with mostly cloudy skies overhead and that northwest wind blowing between 5 and 10 miles per hour. We're tracking a rather nice weekend, though. I'll have the details coming up. Kristen?
Sounds great. Thanks, Peter. With Christmas celebrations approaching, teachers in the Drummond School District found a way to celebrate with students who are distance learning. Bayfield County has been in a remote learning model since November 23rd. CBS 3's Emma Quinn tagged along to see the celebrations unfold.
Hitting the road. Drummond School District teachers hopped on school buses Friday afternoon to deliver holiday cheer to students who are learning from home.
So we wanted to get something out to all of our kids and let them know that we're still thinking of them. And so the thought was to make a goodie bag for them.
Those goodie bags included hats, mittens, cookies, and more. Teachers also delivered 5 days worth of breakfast and lunch to the 328 students in the district.
Everybody is on board. We've got so many staff members dressed up.
Merry Christmas, Greg.
It was the perfect way for teachers to see students face to face during a very distant time. Seeing our friends, being with other people. Yeah. Spreading holiday cheer and smiles everywhere.
Just to put a smile on everybody's face. You know, have the teachers see the kids and the kids see the buses and the teachers and just to know that we care.
The district has been planning the special delivery for more than a month, and they said it was a team effort to make it happen. People in Barnum are finding ways to bless their neighbors this Christmas season through a community-wide effort. The Blessing Bag project began 7 years ago. At Christmas, they give families a food tote with all the fixings for Christmas dinner, personalized gifts, and toiletries. Barnum school counselors help identify the people in need. This year, the Blessing Bag will sponsor 33 families. Pastor Kendall Carlson hopes this project will inspire other northern Minnesota towns to lend a helping hand to their neighbors.
There was a couple in the church that said, we always seem to be giving to people and children around the world, but we have people of need in our own community. And it was out of that we said, we can do both.
Tonight at 10, we'll hear from a Barnum school counselor who helps make the Blessing Bag a reality and how they're finding ways to help families all year round, not just at Christmas. Chum received a big donation of blankets that will help fight the cold this winter. Miller Hill Subaru donated 80 water-resistant blankets to Chum today. The blankets will be distributed between Chum and the Steve O'Neill building on West 4th Street. The donation is part of Subaru's Share the Love event. Chum spokespeople say these blankets will help so many people stay warm and dry this winter.
I was contacted and asked if we would like to have blankets. And so I said, yes, we will never, ever turn down blankets because that is the #1 thing that are needed in homeless shelters are blankets, and also here with the residents at Steve O'Neill Apartments are blankets.
She says these couldn't have come at a better time and that the need is highest and the temperatures are the coldest this time of year. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, it's opening weekend at the Chester Bowl Ski Hill. While conditions look great, some changes have been made to keep skiers safe. Details next.
And the weekend's shaping up to be a nice one, but there's a few changes as we head into next week. All time goes all out, and give you more details coming up in the 7-day forecast.
Live, local, CBS 3 News at 6 with Kristen Vaki, Anthony Matt, Kelly Hinson, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live, local, CBS 3. For coverage that matters most to you, tune to CBS 3.
This winter, beat the cold with an Up North hat. Michigan made, these warm hats are expertly stitched with soft fabric, perfect for protecting you from whatever Mother Nature throws your way. Visit our website today at upnorthhats.com.
Thanks for the ride to practice.
How often do you play?
As often as I can. But right now, I have to shop for a Medicare plan.
Well, UCare has a range of Medicare Advantage options, with plan premium starting at $0 a month. By the way, thanks for wearing your skate guard.
It's just hard to ride with my hockey bag, you know?
Oh, trust me, I know.
The holiday season is truly the most magical time of the year. It's the perfect time to appreciate Duluth's beautiful downtown waterfront district. Everything is a little different this year, but it has never been more important to support the local businesses you know and cherish. Enjoy the sights, safely browse local shops, and bring home tasty treats. This year, your gathering will be smaller and your visit shorter, but your loyalty and commitment make a big impact. The Greater Downtown Council invites you to celebrate the season.
Protect your investments this winter with an enclosed trailer from Wittis Trailer Sales, located in Esco. We also sell cargo trailers, utility trailers, snowmobile trailers, and much more. Did you know we stock a full line of Heinecker snowplows? While you're here, shop the largest selection of Mahindra tractors in the area. Don't forget about our service center, ready to tackle jobs of any size. Wittis Trailer Sales in Esco, where customers become friends.
Ring in 2021 at the biggest cash bash of the year. New Year's Eve hot seats and drawings at Black Bear Casino Resort. On New Year's Eve from 5 p.m. until 2 a.m. New Year's morning, 2 hot seat players each hour will win up to $750 cash. And 5 drawings each hour will start the new year off right for the lucky winners with up to $7,500 cash. That's 70 winners for a grand total of $50,000. Earn entry starting December 26th. Visit blackbearcasinoresort.com for more information and make the Bear your place.
You work hard for your money and deserve to see it go the extra mile. Join us Wednesday mornings and hear from local experts on tips to better manage your finances in Eye on Money on Live Local CBS 3. Brought to you by MPPL Financial.
At a time like this, tensions run real high. Well, then we're going to have to improvise.
I was thinking the same thing. You got to strike while the iron is hot.
Time to fly. Nice landing.
Teamwork makes the dream work, baby. Right.
Buckle up. Can we get back to work, please?
That's the plan.
Smashing.
Let's watch together tonight on CBS.
When severe weather hits, tune to CBS 3 for up-to-date coverage morning and night. Watch Jeopardy at 4:30, followed by CBS 3 Live at 5 on Live Local CBS 3.
And welcome back. Today's highs topped out at 33 degrees at Duluth International. That's a good 12 degrees above average. And last night's low, right around 18 coming in at Duluth. And you see that average low, 6 degrees? Well, that's where our high is going to be when we head through the next 7 days or so, towards the end of the 7-day forecast. I'll have more on that coming up in just a few minutes. But right now from Duluth, we have 33 degrees overhead with those mostly cloudy skies overhead. The snow has worked its way out of the region for us here in the Twin Ports. Right now have a west wind blowing at 9 9 miles per hour. Temperatures elsewhere across the region, temperatures beginning to fall back already for points west of here, northwest. Take a look, 24 in International Falls already, 28 in Big Fork, 20 in Baudette, 21 in Bemidji. We're beginning to see the clearing out there from the clouds. That's going to allow these temperatures to drop off as we head through the rest of the night tonight. 36 degrees right now down by the lake, 34 in Solon Springs, 32 and 33 in Hayward, and 34 degrees in Siren as well as Hinckley. So right now, as you can see, the snow showers has left the Twin Ports. Right now, we just have some residual activity as far as the South Shore as well as the UP of Michigan. And we're already beginning to see that clearing in the northwest. As we head through the rest of the night, you'll see off to our west in North Dakota, South Dakota, all those clear skies. That's going to head our way as we head through, say, the next few hours and through the night tonight. So we timed that all out for you right now. As you can see, 6 o'clock right now, just dealing with some leftover snow showers for the for the UP of Michigan, South Shore of Wisconsin. The rest of us under most cloudy skies of here in Minnesota. As we head through the next few hours towards Saturday 1 a.m., you can see the mostly clear skies begin to transition, basically overspread all of Minnesota. Just some residual clouds for the UP as well as South Shore there. That's going to help temperatures as well in the South Shore as UP keep them rather mild tonight. For us here in Minnesota, though, temperatures fall off pretty nicely, though, because you'll see 9 degrees in International Falls, 12 in Big Fork, 9 in Bemidji. Temperatures for us here in Minnesota will probably fall back into the single digits. Meanwhile, in South Shore and UP, they're dealing with temperatures in the 20s. So that good news is the sunshine prevails for most of the day on Saturday. As we head towards Saturday, all day Saturday, mostly sunny skies overhead. Maybe a few more clouds begin to fill in as we head towards Sunday for partly cloudy skies overhead for the day on Sunday. Sunday 8 a.m. waking up, partly cloudy skies overhead, and that will basically stay that way as we head through the rest of the day on Tuesday. And into Tuesday evening, more clouds begin to fill in. That's all an association of our next snow threat that comes our way Sunday night into Monday. You can see Sunday 6 o'clock already beginning to knock on our door there. How much snow are we expecting for the rest of the night tonight? It's really not too much for the South Shore as well as UP. A few tenths of an inch, maybe up to 2 inches in some places. Just enough to maybe coat the roads down there. Temperatures tonight, you can tell where there's going to be clouds and where there's not going to be clouds. For us in Minnesota, where it's clear tonight, temperatures fall back into the single digits. Down Wisconsin and UP, they're sitting in the 20s down there. Temperatures tomorrow, mostly sunny skies overhead, climb into the mid and upper 20s, as well as some low 30s across the region. And here's that 7-day forecast. 7-day forecast looks pretty good for this weekend. We have some snow threats going into Monday, Tuesday, and we clear things out for the end of the week, but we get colder. Kristen?
Thanks, Peter. Duluth's smallest ski hill is set to welcome skiers this weekend. Chester Bowl in Duluth is opening its slopes Saturday morning. The hill has been making snow night and day for the last week. Chester Bowl's operations manager Sam Loma says the conditions look great, but there are a few changes he wants families to be aware of this season.
The mantra is your car is your chalet. So come with your ski stuff on or your snowboard stuff and just kind of treat your car as if it's a chalet. And, you know, eat your lunches out there and everything like that.
As for prices, Loma says they will continue to offer one of the lowest lift ticket prices in the region. You can find details on that on our website. The Minnesota DNR offers safety tips to those looking to get out ice fishing this winter. Representatives gathered and discussed how anglers can stay safe and reduce the risk of COVID-19 as they head onto the ice. They stress how important it is to measure ice thickness. They also ask that you have the proper equipment in order to stay warm and to protect yourself from the elements. The DNR asks if you go fishing with a group to stay socially distanced and to wear a mask. The goal is to make sure everyone is safe and being good members of the ice fishing community. Coming up in sports, 'tis the season to make the final playoff push. Kelly breaks down how the Vikings could still make a run at a postseason spot next.
For coverage that matters most to you, tune to CBS3. When severe weather hits, tune to CBS3 for up-to-date coverage morning and night. CBS3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. You're not just getting a car, you're getting Kohler.
Northwest Outlet knows Northland winters can be a great time of the year to enjoy the outdoors, even when you have to work outdoors.
Come on in and check out our red-hot prices on winter clothing and footwear.
Nothing ruins it faster than cold or frozen feet. Problem solved when you shop Northwest Outlet for winter footwear. They have only brand names that are tested for Northland winters, like Kamek, Baffin, Keen, Sorrel, Lacrosse, Merrill, Columbia, Boggs, Rocky, and Carhartt.
And don't forget our red hot prices on winter clothing and footwear.
Your winter headquarters, Superior. Happy holidays, everyone.
Seeing the joy that people feel when they share a meal with family and friends, that's why we do this. The laughter of kids around the table, the thrill of families driving through for a treat, the delight of not having to cook, and instead letting us safely serve you. It all comes back to taking care of each other. And for that, we'll be here with your favorites and always a smile.
Keeping yourself and your family safe from germs and bacteria is made easy with Cetus ultraviolet technology for sterilization. Through time-tested ultraviolet irradiation, killing 99% of dangerous microbes is simple and effortless. UV light technology is faster and more reliable than water-based disinfectants. Now easier than ever to live germ-free. Visit www.cetusonline.com. That is CETUSonline.com.
When Subaru shares the love, good things happen. Over 64,000 pets supported. Over 2,500 wishes granted. Over 2 million meals provided. Over 400 national parks protected. In fact, Subaru and our retailers will have proudly donated over $200 million to national and hometown charities through the Subaru Share the Love event.
Visit Miller Hill Subaru today, online at millerhill.com.
Somewhere along the way, the story got turned around. Maybe because you didn't want the responsibility. But we need to be really clear about this. We are not the front line. You are. We are your last chance.
It is the question that matters the most. That takes you behind the story. Robert. It drives everything we do. It is the foundation of trust.
Who did all of this?
And the truth that propels us forward.
What did you make of that?
It is the question. One word, 3 letters long. And without it, our purpose,
that's news,
and our freedom fade. This is why.
Watch Jeopardy at 4:30, followed by CBS3 Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3. Now, CBS3 Sports with Kelly Hinson.
We've had NFL games on just about every night of the week so far this season. That, of course, due to COVID-19 complications. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But the first time this weekend, we'll have Saturday NFL football. It's time, though, this time it's by design. In normal season, college football seasons are wrapped up by week 15 of the NFL season. And the Green Bay Packers are set to take on the Panthers tomorrow night. Green Bay jumped into the top spot in the NFC standings with a win over Detroit last week.
To be able to look a rookie or a second-year, third-year guy in the space and say, look, we got to win 2 football games at home and then we're going to Super Bowl. I feel like that makes it a little bit more clear than just knowing that, you know, we're the 1 seed and we have a bye and this and that. Winning 2 football games at home and then playing the Super Bowl. That's crystal clear just how close and how simple it is. It's not easy to get there, but it's really simple as long as we take care of this business in front of us.
And as the old saying goes, Green Bay controls their own destiny. They're the 1 seed and have clinched the division, but wins by the Chiefs, the Jets, and Washington would help to distance themselves even further in the standings. The team will also honor workers who have been on the front lines caring for coronavirus patients this weekend. The team says it will welcome about 250 healthcare employees, first responders, and their families and to Lambeau Field for Saturday night's game against the Panthers. The spectators will continue to follow safety protocols set by the team. The Packers say they continue to take a cautious approach by not allowing a large number of ticketed fans. The Vikings are in a very different situation, about as must-win as it can get for Minnesota on Sunday, currently a game back of the last NFC wildcard spot. Mike Zimmer isn't one to say must-win, but the odds of getting into the playoffs with a loss this week drop significantly. They'll take on the Bears, but without some key pieces. Backer Eric Kendricks and tight end Kyle Rudolph have both ruled out with injuries. Backup running back Alexander Madison recently had an appendectomy and is officially questionable.
Well, I think it was good to have Irv back. You know, he's had a good week of practice. You know, we've got some other moving parts, but, you know, we kind of are who we are, and Conklin's done a really nice job this year, so we'll just keep trying to mix things up and keep kind of doing what we do.
And kickoff is set for Sunday at noon. A Vikings win is obviously most important, but they need some help as well to get in. The ideal situation would be for Minnesota would be as follows: an Eagles win in Arizona, the team directly in front of them in the standings, an Atlanta win over Tampa Bay, and a Titans win over Detroit would also benefit Minnesota. So stay tuned. Big fans of the NBA will know Luka Doncic as a star point guard for the Dallas Mavericks. Well, last night he took over as team photographer. This is my favorite story. During Thursday's preseason game against the Minnesota Timberwolves, Luka left the court and put himself on the other side of the camera taking pictures of his teammates. Worth noting that the Timberwolves came away with the 129-127 win in overtime. He also yelled at a worker for getting in his way, so that's relatable as a news person, personally. Well, finally, don't forget you can catch Saturday's UMD men's hockey game on the My9 Sports Network. 12:05 p.m. is when puck drop is set for it as UMD's final game of the NCHC pod down in Omaha as they take on North Dakota, and that is before they return home. The regular season is slated to begin following the pod in teams' respective home arenas on January 2nd. The full list of games being broadcast on My9, as well as the entire hockey schedule, is subject to change, as is everything in 2020. As of right now, they will open up with St. Cloud State on January 2nd. And I do have to note, I have to defend myself here. I am wearing green for Christmas.
Okay.
Not for the team that UMD is playing tomorrow. That is important to note.
Good note. Good note there.
Thank you.
Also, I think, you know, you mentioned that Luka turned into the photographer, which, I mean, he played the part very well. I just want everyone to know that Kelly is our in-house performer. You're the singer. You're always in the newsroom belting out a tune for us.
I am.
We love it.
Is this the part where you ask me to bust into Faith Hill's Where Are You Christmas?
Give us...
Because I wasn't warming up, but I can run off cam while Peter does final weather.
Maybe something different, because we have been hearing that quite a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's why Tony's not here this week, is that he just was like,
needed a break.
I can't take Kelly belting at the top of her lungs notes that she can't hit. So 10 o'clock, I'll get warmed up for you.
All right. We love you, Kelly.
Thanks. Love you too.
Well, Peter's here for a final look at the weather. Nice weekend ahead for us.
Yeah, I hope Kelly's preparing for 10 because I want to hear it as well. But the weekend does look really good. Temperatures a little bit cooler tomorrow, 24 degrees, but clear things out for Sunday, 30 degrees, then cold as we head towards Christmas.
Thanks for joining us tonight at 6. I guess now you have a really good reason to tune in at 10 to hear Kelly sing. We'll see you then.